Hey guys, so I am hopping on for my first real TikTok live. Um, I have recently joined a cozy group, and we are going to be, hopping on talking about not just necessarily cozy mysteries, but some of the subgenres, some of the things like that. They want me to be able to host one of these, and in order to do so, I have to go in and do some lives. So bear with me because I've never actually done lives before, and this is all kind of new to me. So I'm gonna wait. I've invited a couple of people to hop on, and I want to, give them time to get on here so I can start talking about a couple of things. So, one of the things that, one of the things I wanted to talk about is some of the things I've got going on right now. My friend Joe Baggett and I have made a pact that this is going to be our year. This is the year that we are going to make sure that we hop in and we really do all the things that we say that, we should be doing, and like making sure to write more and things like that. So I see that Joe has hopped on. Yay. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Um, so some of the things that I'm working on right now, I'm currently working on a couple of different series. I'm working on the second book in my Mill Valley series. And one of the other things that I'm working on is I'm working on launching a new pen name. And this one's going to be for more of your Hallmark style, clean, cute romance thing. So think of all those fun Hallmark movies that we all watch, especially, when it comes to Christmas time. Um, and I'm I'm currently writing one of those. Now, the first book in that is going to be launched in, I think it's May. And that one is going to be launched through the Fictional Heroes Library. And if you don't follow them already, you should really do that. They have a lot of great authors. They offer free books every month. And these are all romance based. So you have everything from the sweet, cute, Hallmark style to your darker style romances. So whatever you're into, they've got something for you. It could be, if you're into motorcycle clubs, if you're into hockey romance, whatever it might be, lumberjacks, whatever, they've got something for you. And so each month they feature a different author, and all of these are basically, going to be free to you, and things like that. So mine is going to launch there in May, but beyond that, I actually am going to put this out as, a book that I'm going to sell on Amazon later. Um, I just really, I love those kind of movies, and I love those stories, and I've never actually tried my hand at writing one, so I'm doing that now. And something else that I'm working on is I'm working, like I said, the second book in my Mill Valley series, but also because like I don't have enough to do. I'm also working on the first book in my middle grade mystery series. Um, these are going to be really fun. Just like think of the, and I'm going to date myself right now. I'm going to talk about this. Think about like the Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew type, fun kid mysteries, and they're going to not be anything too heavy. It's going to be things that are going to, that are going to allow us to talk more about the fun. So, I can see that. Let's see. Looks like Joe has joined me on here. Joe, you want to talk about anything that you've got going on right now?
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, I'm trying to do as much as I can as far as finding webinars and ways to learn more and more about marketing, sales, how to grow your following, build your brand. Just trying to fill up my poor little brain with some good stuff for a change. And working on my books, I've got I'm going to publish 6 books this year, and that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I saw that you had that goal of 6 books this year, I was like, wow. Okay, so I have a goal to try to get four. And hopefully, I can get those four out. If I can get, because I realized this morning when I went to the grocery store, sorry, I'm moving this around a lot. I'm trying to hold it in one hand and do things with the other. I realized when I went to the grocery store this morning, I told my husband, I have not published a book in 2 years. And that's not good. Especially when you're trying to work off momentum, it's not good. Like, we need to be able to get our stories out there. So I have the goal of four. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that rooster crowing in the background.
No,
My
I thought
husband
that
had
was I
my
thought that
husband
was
told
people laughing at me.
no, my husband is at the garage, and he walked past a little driveway thing we have. I'm going to unplug that now so that it doesn't drive me insane, because I really don't need to be hearing roosters crowing. Um, but so and Joe, you mentioned the webinars and things like that. I know you and I both signed up for several, and some of those are free, some of them are going to be paid. But I feel like all the things we can do to help our craft are just going to be even more beneficial to us. And I know that you and I have both already taken a look at things like editing for the big picture and things like that. So, and every one of these have had some really great nuggets of information for us. And
Yes,
I'm just hoping that, we can make time to watch those and apply those as we try to knock out our 4 to 6 books
yeah,
that we plan on doing this year.
yeah. And then all these 6 books they're not going to be as long as my Blood Feud trilogy. One of them is an inspirational book that my mom wanted me to do, and it's really written already because it's all kinds of poems and uh, songs and different things that I've written over the years and I've saved. So all I got to do is put them together in a coherent format. And then some of them are
Exactly.
going to be maybe a couple of novellas instead of complete, uh, 300-page books.
Exactly. Yeah, because those do take a little bit of time, that's for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
And I see that Christy has hopped on to hang out with us. Thank you both. Thank you, Christy, because she said you both are uh, going to do amazing things this year, and we really do appreciate that. We're trying, Christy. We really are.
Trying to catch up with you, Christy.
Exactly. Listen, if you all are not following East Tennessee TV, you all are missing out. Christy Adams has created East Tennessee TV, and that absolutely has some of the best programming. It's all clean Christian based programming. There are some shows we have. I think there's like cooking shows on there. There's like a farmhouse show. Then they talk about kind of the homesteading stuff. You've got several that are biblical based, and they do kind of like Bible study type things. And we have I think Faith and Firearms is a new one. So I mean, that's awesome. They talk about just their journey, and it's wonderful programming. It's something everybody can watch, the whole family can get involved in. So definitely, if you have not checked out East Tennessee TV, you need to hop on and definitely do that. They're on all kinds of platforms. You can watch them on Roku, YouTube, things like that. If you go over to my page and follow, I have the QR code on there, and if they're doing a bit of a fundraiser right now to help with their programming, so you can just scan that QR code, and heck, if you give $1, every dollar counts, and that makes a huge difference whenever it means getting that good programming out. Um, so, and Joe, I was thinking the other day, as much as it is for us to get these books put out there, maybe you and I should get us a QR code and start doing a little grassroots fundraising for ourselves.
Yes. Well, I do have a QR code maker, so I've got it.
Exactly.
I've got it. So.
Absolutely. Uh, I have been told that my retractable banner has the world's largest QR code on there, and it's featured on my Amazon page. They teased me a lot about that when I had a book signing. They were like, "Wow, that's the biggest QR code I've ever seen." I didn't realize, when you're laying out those retractable banners and you put all your information on there, it left a spot for a QR code. I put it on there. In hindsight, I should have realized it was going to be giant, but I
Uh,
didn't realize, and it's like 2 foot by 2 foot. It's huge. But hey, at least it's easy for people to scan, and they can scan it standing back from a distance while they're in line or whatever it is they want to
oh
do.
yeah.
And I see Christy has told me she needs a sequel to Backstabbing and Baptisms. I'm working on that one currently. That's one of the projects I'm currently working on. Um, that one, I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if I've actually done a title reveal on that one or not. This one is going to be called Pancake Breakfast and Poison. So it's going to be super fun. It's going to be following, Edith and Clara again and all their shenanigans and all the things that they get into in their small, fun town of Mill Valley. Um, Absolutely, it's going to be more of that, back and forth between the two. So hopefully that'll be something that I can get out pretty soon. Um, so guys, I am trying my best to knock out these lives so that I can be able to get on and host. And Christy tells me that that's my best book. And that it's probably one of the favorite books that I've written. It really is. But I'm working on that. I'm working on getting that one done, and I'm working on like I said, I'm working on the first one for my new pen name that I'm launching, and then I'm also working on the first book in the middle grade mystery series. Now that series is going to be still under the Amy Curry pen name. I've decided that I'm going to keep all mysteries, no matter what the subgenre might be. I'm going to keep that under my Amy Curry name. Anything that I do, like the fun romance and all that stuff, I'll do under the Denise Keith, and that's my new pen name that I'm going to be launching. I already have the logo made for that and everything, and I'm just waiting until I get that. Hey, it looks like Ace has joined us. Hey, Ace, how are you doing? Hope you are getting some great pictures today. I hope the weather's cooperating with you. Um, if you guys are not following him, you need to follow him on TikTok as well. He does some amazing photography and he does some great shots. He has a lot of really fun, like wildlife, and especially he does a lot around like train tracks and things like that. And I was commenting the other day and telling him I really do miss trains. Trains are something that I grew up around Williamson and Delbarton. There were always trains. I came down here to Tennessee, and the only time I see one is if I go to Dollywood or if I'm at Morristown. So um, I'm really hoping that you all will make sure that you hop on over and follow me if you're not already. And while you're at it, hop over and follow J. Michael Baggett. And then, like I said, follow East Tennessee TV and Chrissy Adams. And we are out here working hard at our craft, and we're working hard to make sure that we get, Joe and I are making sure we get these stories out for you guys. And Chrissy's working hard to bring you some great programming on her network. And we're so on the next live, I have to do lives 3 consecutive days, and they have to, in order for TikTok to allow me to host a live, and that's my goal. Um, and I have to total 35 minutes between the three. So I'm hoping to knock this one out in like 10 minutes. My next one will be 10 minutes. On the next one, I want to talk about some upcoming book signings. And Joe will tell you, he and I have been like scouring everywhere to try to find some great places to do some book signings. And we're already set up to do one at Knoxville Book Festival. And there's a couple more places I'm going to be, and I'll talk more about that whenever we are on the next live. And then on my third one, I hope that I have some questions from you guys. If there's anything that you'd like to know about my writing, anything like that, just drop it in the comments, and I'll make sure that I jot those down, and then I'll get back to you guys whenever I do my next one. But I guess I'm probably gonna hop off for now. Like I said, thanks Joe for hopping on here and getting with me and talking a little bit about your stuff too. And we hope to see you guys soon.
Great live.
Thanks. And we'll talk soon to everybody. Thanks, guys.